Good afternoon. So it's Friday. I've just got home from work and I thought I'd give you an update on some of the terrain I've been doing this week. And this particular week I've been working on pine trees. So I've done about a dozen. These are the pine trees. I don't know how easy it is to see the colours. There's two varieties. There's a kind of a brighter green and then a slightly duller green, and they're stuck onto MDF bases. So these particular ones start life as a bottle cleaner, bottle brush. Now this particular one comes from Home Bargains. I scoured the town centre to see if I could get some, and there's a definite paucity of these things around the town. Some of the shops sell baby bottle brushes, but they're quite expensive. They're about sort of £3.50 each, and they're all sort of fancy plastic handles, which is far too expensive for these purposes. These ones I found in Home Bargains were 69p. So I've bought some of these. I also found a couple in Wilkinson's, which is these bigger ones, and these were in the home brewing department, so they're meant to be able to clear out demijohns and wine bottles and things, and they are slightly well, they're fatter and longer. However, they're £2 each, so I've only bought a couple of those. The most I've used is these. So, as I say, 69p, and cut the handle off. And this blue bit on the top is sort of folded down. You can unfold it with a pair of pliers and straighten it up. And when you do, you get a bit of extra length. So it's a question of choosing the length of tree that you want and then just cutting the shape. What I do is I just go up with a sharp pair of scissors and just twisting it slightly each time and cutting it into a point. And this is how it ends up. So you just twist it gradually as you go, do your cutting, then twist it again, cut, twist again, cut, until you've gone all the way around and you've got a nice fir-shaped tree, a fir tree shape even. Then I used my spray gun. Oh no, first of all, once I've cut them on, I've stuck them to the base with hot glue gun, and I've just built up a little bit of a tree trunk with some hot glue. Just to make it a little bit thicker, and then I've sprayed the whole thing dark green. I've just chosen this at random really. This is the German Camo Extra Dark Green. Giving it a complete spray, and then once I've done that and they've dried, I've given it a coat of lighter green, and I've only sprayed from the top down. So you get a two-tone effect. So if you look, I don't know how well it comes out on this, but if you look from that angle, you've got a darker green, and if you look from that angle, you've got a lighter green, and it just gives it a bit more of a sort of 3D two-tone effect. Similarly on this one, you've got sort of a darker green at that angle, and then at that angle you've got, you can see it a lot better on this one. We've got a lighter green. Well, I thought this was perhaps a little bit too bright and garish, so I went to a different green. So the brighter one was Vallejo deep green, and the one I settled on for most of them was medium olive. So I don't suppose it matters a great deal what shade. And the next lot I've got, these ones, I'll probably use a different shade again just to give it a bit of variety. So once they've all dried off, I painted the trunks brown. I did consider painting the inner wire brown, but actually it's quite fiddly. I'll probably end up getting a load of brown on the branches, and actually it doesn't make much difference because you can't really see the trunk when it's on the gaming table. So I've just painted the bottom of the trunk brown, and then I've added some brown forest scatter, a little bit of green. Before I did that, I've used what do they call it? Instant filler. That's right. Yeah, filler, just to build up a little bit of a base, and then painted and shaded that, and then added the brown and green flock. So that's it. They will sit happily on some of the bases that I did a couple of weeks ago to recreate a pine forest. So I just bought out on the way home from work. I bought another 8 of these, so that should give me about 20 for the games table. And I can even at some stage maybe make some and add some snow flock for a real winter feel. I'll see how that looks on 1 or 2. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed that, and please subscribe and like the video. Thank you very much.